Welcome to Out and About with Rosanna Faraci. On tonight's episode, I take you on my Bali adventures to Omnia, where we see international DJ Courtney Mills play, Titi Batu in Ubud. We take you to Saigon Street Restaurant, Crossfit Wunderlust, and Slippery Stone. Bali is one of my favourite holiday destinations. The tropical Indonesian island is home to some of the world's best beaches and coral reefs, with amazing historical sites, lively pubs and clubs, relaxing resorts, and sprawling shopping centres. Where could you go wrong? My first stop was to CrossFit Wunderlust, based in Canggu. It's Bali's biggest gym dedicated to health conscious and fitness fanatics. I met up with owner Dave Driskell to tell me more.
We opened this almost 3 years ago. I've been in Bali for about 5 years, been coaching for 7 years, and always thought how cool it would be to have a CrossFit gym in Bali. Never thought it would be 250 people a day coming in here, so it's pretty impressive that we can have this many people here.
Is it the biggest one in Bali?
It is. It is the biggest one in Bali. We're close to the biggest one in Southeast Asia.
And what style of training is it exactly?
Well, we offer a ton of classes. We don't just have CrossFit. We have metabolic conditioning classes. We have Olympic lifting classes. So we have anywhere from 10 to 30 people in a class. We always have 2 or 3 coaches on every class. Classes in the morning, midday, and in the afternoon. We also the only gym in all of Bali that offers open gym, which means you can come and train without being in the class. You can do this whole area over here just for open gym activities. So we want to kind of encapsulate all sorts of fitness, not just CrossFit in itself.
How would you describe the gym overall?
Well, we're obviously known as the biggest gym, but we're also known as the gym that allows anyone and everyone to come in. So we have full-time athletes coming in. We have people that have never lifted a weight before all the time. So all our coaches and our classes are versed in the fact that we can scale down for anyone who's brand new. So every day we have about 15 people that have never picked up a weight, never done any kind of CrossFit or any kind of fitness at all. So I'm pretty proud of the fact that we are here to kind of give them that first step, or kind of give them that little boot start onto their way of maybe a healthier, fitter life.
I did notice the vibe in there is incredible. Like, everyone really supports each other in there and pushes themselves, I guess, to their limit.
Yeah, that's really important about the community here, is that we almost have a sense of like a hostile environment, not hostile, but a hostel. So we have more people here from everywhere around the world. Everyone's kind of here on this little journey to get fitter or healthier. And so what they have to do is kind of they meet, and you're like, where are you from? Where are you from? And then you kind of meet, and you're all in this together. We're all doing the same class. So there is a sense of camaraderie, and everyone's clapping each other on, and everyone's cheering each other till the last person finishes.
Do you organize their diet and all of that as well?
Sure, we can do that. We have that kind of offering. We also have a cafe on site, which a lot of the meals are planned and a certain kind of nutrition base that we prefer to tell others about. So.
And are you going to add a pool or anything like that?
Yeah. So we do have some expansion plans. We want to add bigger facilities. We might put in some ice baths, recovery center, things like that everyone's kind of craving. So we can just keep every year we seem to add an extra facet onto this building.
Another wonderful thing that Wunderlust offers is a gymnastic class for the children to build their confidence, help with their posture. These classes start from 45 minutes, anywhere up to an hour and a half.
Well, my classes have been going on for about 10 years, and they've progressed into something that is quite unique. What it is that I sell is wellness for children and fitness, and also socializing them and confidence building for kids of all ages, all abilities. There's no discrimination at all. Everyone's welcome. If it takes them a year to do a cartwheel, it takes them a year, and it doesn't matter. They're all part of the group, and everybody encourages each other.
And how do you find it's helped with their confidence, and what do you do in the class specifically?
Well, what I do is I encourage them to warm up their body and tell them how important that is and how important it is to, posture. And I find that what happens is once their posture starts to improve, their overall confidence improves and they start to lift their head up. And the other thing is I've noticed that some girls that come in when they're really shy end up being quite talkative towards the end. So we draw them out of themselves and try to round them as individuals as well at the same time.
So it's connecting their mind and body so they have the confidence to achieve whatever it is they put their mind to.
It might not be about gymnastics, it might be to do with something else. So yeah, gymnastics gives them a basic confidence.
Next off, I went to dinner with my two girlfriends to one of s1ep's favourite hotspots, Saigon Street, where they do an absolutely delicious Vietnamese cuisine. Tell me a little bit about the restaurant and the sort of food you serve.
Okay, so hi everyone. How are you? Yes. Okay. So this is Saigon Street. First of all, it's located at the heart of Seminyak in Jalan Pertitanget. So what we serve here, we have modern Vietnamese food. So mostly all the food is come basics from Vietnam, and then we create them from the chef to make them like a modern spin and modern presentation.
Well, I do know lots of the celebrities that come from Australia come to this restaurant because the food's so delicious, but what would your signature dish be?
So mostly what the top sell that we have here is a pho, and then following by the wrap and roll, and then the banh xeo, which is the Vietnamese pancake and filled up with bean sprout, pork or prawns, and also the bun cha. Bun cha is some kind of salad which made from three kind of pork. It's called pork patty, pork belly, and the nam ran as well.
There's so much to choose from. I think I'll have to order all of it. Now, you're in a beautiful location here in s1ep. How long have you been open for?
So we already nearly 4 years now. We started in 2015 in June. Okay. So next month will be our 4 years birthday for Saigon Street.
Dinner was absolutely delicious, and I asked the girls what their thoughts were as well.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. We had spring rolls, we had the duck buns as well, and the cocktails were my favorite, definitely.
And what about yourself, Nicole?
I couldn't fault anything. Everything was really flavoursome, really fresh, and I probably think the tempura prawns were definitely a favourite, and the lobster rice paper rolls as well.
Coming up next, we catch up with international DJ Courtney Mills and then go to my favourite Greek restaurant, Slippery Stone. Don't go away. Welcome back to Out and About with Rosanna Faraci. We've just been to Wunderlust and Vietnamese restaurant Saigon Street, but now we're off to Omnia where I catch up with international DJ Courtney Mills. How did your venture begin?
It probably started off about 7 years ago DJing at a club called Cuba.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, you know Cuba. From then on, I just started getting booked, and then I got picked up by Lucky Entertainment, and from then on, they've just been booking me interstate, and then from interstate I went to international, and I'm just loving it.
And you've got some things in the works, some of your own music you'll be doing. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I had a bit of downtime as I broke my foot at the end of last year. So I've just been working a lot on my music, going with the future house vibes. It should be coming out in the next few months, so I'm excited about that.
Now, I saw you playing at Omnia in Uluwatu. Is that Uluwatu? Close. And now everyone calls you Bambi, and I see why now. You tend to hit yourself and fall over. But I mean, you really know how to get a crowd going. How new is that place? Have you played there before? Do they fly you over? How does it work?
Yeah, no, they flew me over. My first time ever going there. I've heard a lot of really good stories about it, so I was very excited to play at Omnia. It was, up there with one of my favourite shows just everyone was getting around it. Had a lot of like really good crew with me as well, just like amping me up, and yeah, it was really fun.
And I did get up on the DJ
Yes.
booth and dance with you, so you even got me getting into it. How would you describe the music? Like when they book you, do they book you for a certain style of music, or do you have your own style that you're known for?
Well, I do, like, that was my question when they were booking me for Omnia, because I know it's more of like a poolside kind of vibes, which I was happy with because I got to do a lot more of my house, R&B kind of vibes, and then I moved into more of the commercial.
Which the crowd absolutely loved.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I think they did.
And so for anyone wanting to become a DJ, like what do you recommend?
There's amazing, like even just YouTube tutorials just to learn, and I'd say get some decks and just like play around with it, because I taught myself. I was never taught a thing in my life, so I'd just say, yeah, just if you're musical, then go out and do it.
From memory, someone said, oh, it'd be funny if you DJ'd, and that's how you started.
Totally, because I was just hosting at the beginning, and I had a big like crew coming with me to like Q Bar every night, so they were like, oh, we'll put you on as a DJ in the side room, and then yeah, here I am.
So if anyone wants to actually follow you or check out your sounds, where can they find you?
So on Instagram it's DJ Courtney Mills, and then SoundCloud Miss Courtney Mills, and then I've got all my bootlegs on Courtney Mills Bootlegs.
And next I go to Slippery Stone in North Kuta, where I interview owner George Zogoolas about his restaurant where they do Greek break plating. There's entertainment, there's belly dancers, and so much more. How did this all start?
Rosie, this all started many, many years ago. Originally, I'm from Melbourne, and my trademark in Melbourne is I'm a nightclub owner, and I'm a successful nightclub owner. From a young age, I used to more or less just get out and about and just see different things. And as I go along, I've got the mind that more or less draws pictures, and my whole mind and my whole fantasy is revolving around the hospitality industry. So, back in Melbourne, originally what I did, I wanted to be the best in the business of nightclubbing. So, back in the 1980s, I started a club called Chasers, which virtually revitalised the whole Australian scene. I always try to more or less work on what is going to be the ambience of that place. But what made me come here was this. I used to come to Bali and I used to see what goes on in Bali. And Bali is a fantastic island, and it's got everything going for it. It's so competitive. So if you want to be different, you got to put the money where your mouth is and virtually do what you want to do. And I chose to do a destination because I wanted to do a Greek restaurant. With a Greek restaurant, I wanted to involve the culture behind it, the madness behind it, the madness in the nightclub scene. So my main thing was the ambience of the place, and as you well see, what I try to bring to Bali is a little bit of Greece.
I must say, like, I'm exhausted. I've been out there dancing in the water. I'm about to go smash plates. You've done what no one else has done here. There's fame flying, there's transvestites, there's people dancing on the chairs. You've gone the next level. You're very innovative. What do I have to expect next? I'm kind of scared to go back out there.
Well, the next part of this is this. What you see here now is only halfway. This property here is massive. It's 3,200 square meters. There's another half. The other half is the total Melbourne sort of scenario of a sports bar. A pub for the Aussies to drink on. That pub will have monitors all over the whole space. And the last thing that I will be doing is a swimming pool with a beautiful cave, just to resemble the caves of Greece.
I've walked in here and everything is so antique looking, very Grecian. I feel like I'm in the Greek islands. The food is immaculate, Moorish. I can't get enough. You've really outdone yourself. I think we should go back in there and have a boogie. What do you think?
I think you should. I had a hard night, and as I said to you previously, this is the end of the night. My main aim was to serve 160 customers as long as I feed them, because after that the madness goes on, as you will see.
Well, let the madness continue. Coming up next, I take you to the biggest family leisure resort, Titi Batu Ubud Club. Ubud has all the most beautiful restaurants and is constantly expanding, and a great location for the whole family. Don't go away. Welcome back to Out and About with Rosanna Faraci. Next, I take you to the biggest family leisure resort, Titi Batu Ubud Club. I catch up with co-owners, Eka and Leo, where they tell me a little bit more about the resort and show me around.
Being in Ubud, there was a huge gap in the market where a family can be in a safe environment, enjoy all the facilities and programs that we offer here.
And Eka, you made this design happen. You're very creative. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's designed, in a modern way, but very modern facility, but in almost 75% recycled material. But we based on a traditional design of Minang roof. That's mean, one of the distinguished feature about this is about the roof. That's why we have the logo of Titi Batu is, sample from the roof of this building. Minang means lady with the horns. So definitely it's a sexy place to be, only 10 minutes from Central Ubud, south of Ubud. And then we surround by boutique hotels, restaurant, and then, 20 minutes to the beach, to the best surfing beach,
I actually never realised how much Ubud had to offer.
Yeah.
What other things do you have that are close by? Are there waterfalls?
Yes, 10 minutes from here is a beautiful waterfall. And then Ubud actually have 600 restaurants, villas, luxury house. It's definitely, a beautiful school in front of us, international school, but definitely a good destination for family to be here, So, we're very proud of, both of us, three of us here, very proud to present this, to become, one of the destination,
Well, I definitely want to see a little bit more. So how about we have a look at your kitchen? I hear you have an incredible cuisine. Now, Leo, the ambience is absolutely breathtaking. All around me, there's so much space for whole families to come and enjoy a great meal. Tell me about the cuisine.
We have quite an international cuisine, large variety for children and adults. We do focus on local ingredients, local organic ingredients for our meals. And we have two restaurants actually. One is the main restaurant behind us where you see. And then we have a more casual lifestyle restaurant which is catering more like salad bars and pizzas. And back there we have more grill and more finer dishes.
Well, now, Eka was telling me he's not any extraordinary chef. Eka, tell me about your chef. Where did you get him from?
Yeah, he's Alfonso. I met him about 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years now. He's a surfer. He's a young guy from Spain. We call him Fofo. Fofo. And he travels around the world to make restaurant. Right now he's in Australia. He's with us for a month now. But he's been making restaurant with me for a while. So actually, we're passionate about the food and the freshness. And then we we respect the ingredients and everything like that. So how he managed, to create the food is come from the heart. So when the love is there, and how to teach the Balinese, And I work with so many chefs around the world, from way back from 1987 in New York. To meet people like him, it's so humble, and make the food is so wonderfully, amazing, So to get a mentor for all the staff, and to be part of this, the energy that we get from this club is more than
It's so calming. Just everywhere you walk, there's so much to do, and it's great for the whole family. Let's have a look at some of the activities that you've been talking about. So, Leo, tell me about the activities. Like, looking out there's so much for everyone to do, for the whole family, the kids, the men, the women. Tell me about it.
Absolutely. I mean, we have 25 of the best instructors we could find throughout Bali, teaching a large variety of classes, from meditation to Zumba classes to swimming classes. And we have a great skate park here, the biggest one in Bali, catered to all walks of life.
So there's a day spa for the women?
There's definitely a day spa for the women. We have 2 spa rooms. That is run by a company called s1ep7, and they have a school that teaches massage therapists. So they do all the massage programs for us, and you can do it in the spa room, or you can do it relaxing on a day bed at our poolside.
And all good things must come to an end, and what a fantastic trip it was. So the best way to end it was with the priest giving me a Titi Batu water healing, where we chanted, we prayed, I swam in the river under the rock with positive affirmations. I then continued by beginning an acro yoga, highly therapeutic pose called folded leaf with some crystal quartz tuning forks. I've never felt so relaxed or at peace. It was absolutely total bliss. Thank you for watching Out and About with Rosanna Faraci, and make sure you stay tuned for next month's episode. See you then.